Well, welcome here today. I'm Cindy with Blue Shore Vacations, and I'm here to introduce you to another agent on our team. We've got Allison. Allison, I'm so excited to bring you to the world today. Why don't we begin with why you became a travel agent?
Hi, yeah, I'm so excited to be here. I have a huge passion for traveling. I've been doing it since I was a little kid, and I have always had my mom planning the trips, but I've learned lots of tips from her, and I decided to put that to work and start planning trips for other people. So I'm very excited to start doing that.
Yeah, that's great. And I know you do have tons of very specific travel experience. Why don't you tell us about some of the places you've been in the world?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, I'm a huge Disney person. You can see my ears right behind me. Uh,
Mhm.
some of my ears, I should say. And I have been to Disney many, many times, Disneyland Paris, which leads me to I've also been to Paris and I've been to London several times, which is one of my favorites. And then I also cruise all the time. So I've been most places in the Caribbean as well as, yeah, I guess just the Caribbean, but I also go all over the United States. So
Yeah, I love all of that. And having all of that personal travel experience in your background really builds your expertise as an agent. And it's super important to have a travel agent on your team that is well traveled and is very well versed. So they know their stuff and they know ahead of time. You know ahead of time what your clients are going to need. And that's really special. So, why don't you tell us what areas you are trained and certified in?
absolutely. So I'm specializing in Disney destinations, including Walt Disney World Resort, Disneyland Resort, Disney Cruise Line, Disney's Aulani, and Adventures by Disney, as well as Royal Caribbean and pretty much any cruise line, but I specialize more in Royal Caribbean because that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a good one. Those are both good ones. I love those specialties for you, and you're just going to knock it out of the park. So, what do you want your future clients to know about you? Like, what will it be like to work with you?
Yeah, I'm extremely hardworking and detail oriented. So I will make sure that every last detail is taken care of for you. You won't have to lift a finger. And I will just basically do everything for you. So you can just have a nice, relaxing vacation. I also am, like I said, super hardworking. So I will always be on whenever you need me, even if I'm in the middle of nowhere or something. I will try and get a hold of you.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so super hardworking.
Yeah, I can vouch for all of that. I've known Allison for years, and that is all very true. Um, what do you want for your clients who book their trips with you? What do you want for them?
I want them to create magical memories. I went on many trips as a little kid, and I still remember them to this day, even if it's just through photos that my mom took because she's such a photographer.
Mhm.
But I just want you to have those memories and have those magical moments, whether it's at Disney or on a cruise or anywhere. You'll have the best time, and I just want that for you.
Yeah, very good. I love that. And I love that for your clients who are going to come in the door. So that's great. Okay, before we finish here, let's do a quick lightning round. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm
Okay.
ready.
What's your most recent trip?
Walt Disney World and a Disney cruise.
Favorite childhood vacation?
Again, it's going to be Walt Disney World because I went there so often as a little kid.
But is there a specific time that was?
I am partial to the 90s. We went in 1999. They had their Millennium celebration, which was amazing. My mom loved the Tapestry of Nations. It's like her favorite parade. She still talks about it. And I do too. It was really cool. So I would say 90s Disney was my favorite.
Yeah. Best trip of all time.
Best trip of all time was my 10-day trip to London. I went by myself in 2017. I was 20 years old. And I just kind of wandered around some days and just kind of happened upon places. It was really fun. And then I also had some planned out things. So
Yeah, I remember when you did that. It was a phenomenal experience.
it was wonderful.
Um, Cruise or land?
Cruise.
Why? Tell us why.
Yeah, I just love that you can wake up in a new place every day. And then you can go and explore for a few hours, or you can stay on the cruise ship and just have all the food that you want. And then, yeah, go explore a whole new place. And then the next day, do it all over again in a new place. It's amazing.
Right. It is amazing. You're right. Top three bucket list trips for you.
I would love to do Scotland, Ireland, like all of the Welsh places as well. I think that would be amazing. My family's part Scottish, so I'd love to go there. I would also love to do an African safari at some point, whether it's with Adventures by Disney or just in general. I think it would be really cool. And then another dream trip would be to Australia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are good ones. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's going to be hard.
Okay.
What is more important to you, good food or good accommodations?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I
Mhm.
think good food is going to be more for me because I'm a foodie. And you're not really spending a ton of time in your room, or at least hopefully you're not spending a ton of time in your room. Obviously, I want like a decent accommodation, but I would prefer to have really good food.
That's good. That's good. Okay, a couple of your favorite travel tips for Walt Disney World.
For Walt Disney World, that's a tough one. Having just come back from there, I would definitely say that for some of the parks, Genie Plus is worth it. It can be quite expensive, but I think if you're only going for a few days, it's worth it to fit everything in. My next tip would be to do a break day or a day off from going to the parks.
I
Go
love
to go to one of the water parks, like Typhoon Lagoon is so much fun. I love going there. Or just go to Disney Springs. And then my other tip is not to do a park on your arrival day.
Mm,
That is just too much stress. It's going to take a while to get from the airport to your hotel. You want to have time to relax. So I would just go to Disney Springs that night and just have a really good dinner and go to bed early.
that's a perfect plan. I love that. Okay, another tough one. Monorail or boat?
Ooh, I like the view from the boat,
Okay, that's
but I also love the monorail too. I would say I love Wilderness Lodge. It's one of my favorite hotels, and the view coming over from the boat, you can see Space Mountain, and then you get the view of the castle just peeking up from there. So I think that's the best view.
Oh, I agree. That's a really good one. That's great. Okay, and the last one is what is your next trip that's already planned?
My next trip, again, back to Disney World for a few days, and then going on Allure of the Seas, Royal Caribbean.
That's right. And I'm going to be on that trip with you, little agency fun. So that's amazing. Well, thank you for your time, Allyson. How can people get in touch with you?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, soon to be Instagram, and then also through the Blue Shore Vacations website.
Yep. Very good. And an email?
Yes, email AllisonG at blueshorevacations.com.
There we go. Okay. Well, thanks for your time, everybody. And Allyson, I'm so excited to have you here. And let's go. Let's travel the world.
Thank you. I'm super excited too.